I share what I'm listening to and my thoughts on music and the business daily for free at helloyassine.com. What's poppin', y'all? Yesterday was one of the most anticipated moments of this entire year. And we got a lot of celebrities that were reacting to the performance by Kendrick Lamar, which did get leaked, but we didn't know if that was going to be the final version. And the first one was somebody that said it was the best halftime show ever, which was Ben Stiller. And then someone decides to push him on the question and says, was it better than Prince's or McCartney's or Michael Jackson or U2's? Come on now, Ben. Yeah, this person clearly isn't a fan of Kendrick Lamar. And he says, for me, yes, because I'm a fan, and I thought it was exciting and unpredictable and thoroughly entertaining. It was definitely exciting and unpredictable. But then you've even got Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked who gave this opinion, and he went in.
So I thought I was petty, and I am a petty person. I mean, I can be petty, but Kendrick Lamar, first of all, Kendrick Lamar, TDE, SZA, Serena Williams, and everybody that danced on the field, everybody that produced it, everybody that booked this, everybody who shot it on cameras, everybody in the room who sung A minor at the same time, all of you are petty. I don't want to hear shit from anybody else that says anything about Jason Lee's petty, Jason Lee was da-da-da-da. I know that you all are celebrating it as art because it was art. But Drake is somewhere swinging his light-skinned fist at the air. It was the whole place singing A minor at the same time for me that solidified that Kendrick Lamar is mean.
So as you guys just heard, he basically listed all the people, all the different touches. I thought the Serena Williams add-on was a brilliant touch to add on to the storyline. But we start to get to some people that have different opinions. Of course, Punch, TDE, manager of SZA, or former manager, but then became her manager again, he's TDE regardless. And he says, my new top 5 in order, no bias. Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, Tupac, The Notorious B.I.G., and Nas. So clearly he was a fan of the performance, and he was there. He posted a photo of himself right next to Kendrick Lamar. And it's no surprise because these guys have been with him for 15 years. Of course, if he wasn't in their top 5, I'd be thinking they're crazy. But then we had some people who had alternative opinions, but not because they love Drake, but they love a different artist from Young Money. Cash Nasty, the streamer, says, that was Wayne would have been better. To which Your Rage replies and says, nah, Wayne my GOAT, but Kendrick a way better performer, especially right now. To which Cash says, man, it's literally New Orleans. Wayne is N.O. New Orleans. I'm not too sure here. Now, granted, full disclosure, Lil Wayne is my favorite rapper. I will listen to Lil Wayne before I listen to Kendrick Lamar. But after seeing the show that Kendrick Lamar put on, which you could see my whole thoughts at helloyassine.com. I sent it out earlier today. I'll make a video sometime later, though. I don't know if Wayne could have put a performance to this level. Does he have songs that are recognizable? Yes. Wayne's been in the game for, 30 years? 20 plus years where he's been at the top. And then you've got Mike Majlak, one of Logan Paul's buddies, and he says, I know it's Kendrick's year, but Wayne would have this place on fire right now. And he was actually at the Super Bowl, this Mike Majlak guy, because he would go on to say, kind of snoozy. I know Drake happy right now. And then he just shows the crowd whilst, I can't play the music, of course, but it's SZA singing. What does he expect the crowd to be doing while that's happening? Like jumping up and down, like screaming? They're listening to her sing. And then someone comes at him, and then he replies and says, actually, it starts with Aiden Ross. So Aiden Ross says, this Kendrick halftime show is the worst I've ever seen. Aiden Ross is buddies with Drake. They did a stream together. They're both on Stake. They're both on Kick. They're locked in. And he's a hater of Kendrick Lamar. No other way to put it. And Mike Majlak says, it's crickets at the stadium. And then someone replies, whole stadium screamed A minor. And then Mike Majlak says, that did happen. Yes, LOL. Well, what else was supposed to happen? Were they supposed to be screaming every single song? He gave them the opportunity to say that one. That one's from the biggest song, the most recognizable. So what else did you expect? Aiden Ross, obviously we already covered him. FaZe K-San says, I F with Kendrick Lamar, but this show is straight booty. I'm sorry, especially for a halftime show. And then someone says, someone like you who don't understand his music, of course, makes sense. Go listen to the PDF Drake. I don't co-sign that. They're just throwing slander on Drake's name here. People like you can't decipher the difference between me criticizing his music and his show. His music is tough. He's a legend. The show was ass, especially for what an NFL halftime show is. Carry on. Now, the question is, what is an NFL halftime show? What is it supposed to be? And why does it suck? I thought that performance was solid. Now, if you're asking me the question, or you're proposing that no, for the halftime show to be good, he needs to perform songs that everyone is going to know and people are going to recognize of all ages, well, then you just don't put Kendrick Lamar in the halftime show if that's what you define as a good show. Now, I'm being completely honest here. You don't put him there. He is not eligible if those are the requirements, which we will get into a bit later. So Tyga was at the performance, and in the background footage, you could see this is him kind of teasing Not Like Us, and people are like jumping up and down. You see everybody got their phones out. People are paying attention. They're not going for a bathroom break. And then Skip Bayless said, I am not watching this halftime show out of respect for my brother, Lil Wayne. These guys are locked in, who obviously should be playing in his hometown of New Orleans. This is just so wrong. Skip Bayless is going to do the most, of course. And I understand this take because he is locked in with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is my favorite rapper. But it's interesting seeing there's two sides to this. The guys that don't really have an issue with Kendrick Lamar but think Lil Wayne should have been performing, like Cash Nasty and Skip Bayless. And then you've got people like Kendrick haters that just want to see him lose. And then you've got this dude, the sketch reel that says halftime was kind of ass. Is there anything else to say? If it was kind of ass, he must have loved it then. Moving on from this guy. And then Nadeshot, a formerly popular, well, he's still popular, but he was a Call of Duty player, and then he started this gaming organization, and says, Lil Wayne deserved the halftime show in New Orleans. I kind of agree with this, but I think it would have been Cash Money. Cash Money as opposed to just Lil Wayne. Entire performance was dry. Can't tell me without SZA and the Drake beef that anyone would be gassing this. Deadass beyond boring. And this is a take where I have to sit here and tell the truth. If Kendrick Lamar did not viciously decimate Drake last year with Not Like Us at the end of it, turning into the biggest song of that year, he would not even be a consideration for the Grammy performance. We can say that Kendrick Lamar put on a great show and at the same time say that he would have never even been thought of being put there for his catalog. And that's just the God's honest truth. So when people try to use this and say, well, Drake's the reason why he's there. No. Sit back down. We're not jumping to this ridiculous conclusion because Drake didn't give him anything but competition, which he washed the competition. So he got there on his own merit, but it's all because of what happened in the past year. And it does add fuel to the fire of people saying that there's this concerted effort, concentrated effort, whatever word is the appropriate one, to get Drake out of here, because I've never seen in Super Bowl history an individual get to perform solely because of what they did in the past year. Like Usher had done nothing prior to the year that he performed. And it's not like he did nothing as in he wasn't doing shows and stuff, but he didn't have a remarkable impact with the smash hit song that everybody was paying attention to. But it was based on his long catalog. And Usher's been in the game significantly longer than Kendrick Lamar. Is Kendrick Lamar also the youngest person to be put on the Super Bowl stage when you consider how young his career is? Kendrick Lamar got into mainstream fame when? 2012? Mainstream, we'll say swimming pools, when Drake took him on tour, Poetic Justice. That's what, 2013? So it's been 12 years. So who 12 years into their career got put on that stage? It's usually people that are seasoned vets. And I think Kendrick Lamar is still at the prime of his career. But it's similar to how if J. Cole got put up there, we'd be like, what the hell? Why is J. Cole here? And if J. Cole washed Drake and Kendrick and had a smash hit song, I could understand why he's there. But I will not argue with people who say Kendrick Lamar got on there because of what he did in the past year. But to say that it wasn't a good performance, I can't really co-sign that. But we've gotten a lot of mixed opinions on that. Of course, the West Coast guys like Whack 100 said he put Compton on there. So West Coast are just happy that their area, culture, everything is being platformed at the highest level. Same thing with Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg reacted to it very favorably. I can't play the clip. It's all music. But yeah, I'll give my deeper thoughts on it a little bit later in another video. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.